Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode. You already know it's Thien and Meliva.
Hi guys, welcome back.
And yeah, let's just dive straight into things because this last weekend has been quite different for both you and me. Let's start with yours because what you did during the weekend was quite unique. Not unique, but you know.
I mean, probably not unique if you live here.
Okay, so let's put it this way. What you did last weekend was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was invited to go and see the F1, which was pretty awesome actually. First, I got tickets for a yacht party, and my friend was supposed to come with me, and then she found out it was a yacht party, so she was like, "I'm not going," and I was like, "What's that even mean?" She's like, "You can't see the race from the yachts," and I was like, "Oh." So I said to her, "Trust me, I will get some tickets." And lucky enough, lucky enough, a guy that I met, that's also a lie. I'm just sitting here lying, to be fair, right now. A guy in my networking group, whatever, had two spare tickets. So I brought another friend of mine, and it turned out to be VIP tickets at the race. Sick location. And it was quite embarrassing because I don't know nothing about F1, right? I just thought it sounded cool and I needed to join.
But you know, it's like cars.
Yeah, of course I know it's cars. Like that much I actually knew, right? So
Like,
but
where
I was
are
like,
the horses?
I was like, okay, well, we're going, and then I called my brother. I was like, so I'm actually going to this F1, and he was like, oh, you absolute twat, because he obviously got really jealous. But I found out there was a Danish guy in the race, right?
Okay.
So I thought, Kevin Magnussen, my boy,
Is that his name?
that's his name.
All right.
Well, I hope so, because that was the name I've been cheering all weekend. No, so I was like, okay, cool. And then I found out what car he was driving as well. So all the cars got brands on them. So I knew
Yeah.
the one with Haas brand on it.
Right.
That's the one. So we're looking at the cars. It's driving past as fast as possible. And then I'm like, oh, Kevin Magnussen. And then no other than 2 seconds later, same car drives past. And I'm like, man, he's rapid. And then a guy just looked at me going, you know, there's two cars from the same team. And I'm like, I did not know that. But good
It was
to
not
know.
Kevin, but it was his teammate.
Yeah, so that was obviously Kevin and his teammate driving past. But it was really, really cool.
It
Definitely.
sounds cool.
Yeah.
I actually don't know so much about F1 myself. I don't know nothing about F1 except for the same thing that it looks pretty sick when you know people been there, and apparently it's massive. It's huge.
It's huge, and it's like it's just a cool vibe. Like
Right.
there's obviously a lot of people that loves cars there.
But I seen a lot of I saw also that a lot of celebrities went there, like Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, you know, Irina Shayk, Cristiano Ronaldo, I think, and his like so many celebrities were there. Did you see anyone?
No, I didn't.
You're like, I sat next to Messi, but I don't know who he was.
Honestly, if that happened, I probably wouldn't know that I was him.
Oh, wow.
No, I didn't see any, unfortunately.
Okay.
I probably should have. I saw a lot of people I knew,
Right.
but
So you go there, you watch the race, and then what did you do after?
so after the race, there's different like pop ups. So you know, there's Iris, which is a nightclub here in Dubai. They've got a massive pop up. They've got some restaurants that's got some pop ups, and then they've got obviously it's just next to the marina. So all the yachts that's like parked there, they've got massive yacht parties. So yeah, me and my friend literally just walked around, found a Danish yacht. I don't know what, we were going like proper nationalities. And then the Danish yacht had a guy that was impersonating Freddie Mercury. So this guy was just like singing Queen the whole night. It was great. Like it was just super cool. Great fun, man. 100%. Yeah.
So how long is it? How long is the race? Or the races?
So I don't know. I kind of lost track of time a little bit, but I think we were there around 2, and then that was kind of like around 2 or 3. That was kind of when the whole thing started, and I think it ended at around, I would say around 8, and then you figure out what
Holy
you
cow!
Yeah, because there's F1 and there's F2. So F1 is obviously the Premier League. No. F1 is the finale. F1 is like the top, right?
Okay.
But then there's like a number 2
Okay. For the less famous
drivers. For the peasants on the track. Which is much more noisy because the cars are more shit, apparently. That was what I was told anyways.
Okay.
So yeah, that was definitely a cool experience. I would go again for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go again.
Nice. And you were there both days?
No, I was only there this Saturday. So that's when they qualify to the Sunday. The Sunday is the main day, but I didn't go.
All right.
Yeah, I just only went on the Saturday.
Nice. Well, it sounds really cool. I mean, good experience.
Meet some cool people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Possibilities of networking. So yeah, sounds
100%.
pretty cool. Nice.
And what about you? You're out shaking booty.
What?
Oh, I don't know. I just said that.
No, I had less of a glam weekend. I attended. So in Dubai, it's been something called the Dubai Active Show. It's like Beauty World. Like for people who don't know, it's like exhibitions, but in this case, it was a lot of people who are in the fitness industry. And I mainly went there because one of the fitness influencers that I've been following for a long time, her name is Krissy Cela, because she was there, and I really wanted to meet her. And it was a cool experience. I attended one of her live trainings, so that was really cool. I got to meet her. She had like a meet and greet, and she was so sweet. She was like the cutest person ever.
You got starstruck.
Yeah, I would say so. But at the same time, she's still like, I guess she's like just like everyone else. Like she's human. Do you know what I mean?
Hopefully.
Yeah, but because we met people, like we met celebrities in our worker field, and some people you meet, they don't really treat you as a human. They'd be like, I'm better than you. Or they kind of like consider themselves higher than anyone else. But she's very down to earth, very sweet. And I had a really nice time. And then the following day, I attended the Dubai Run, which is the yearly run where they closed down Sheikh Zayed Road. It was so busy, but I was so tired after. We woke up at 4 a.m., got there around like 5-ish, and then the run started at 6:45, and we finished.
Wait, so you left your house at what, 4?
Yeah, because I had to be there 4:30.
And then the race didn't start before when?
I thought it would start earlier, but apparently it starts like 7-ish. Anyway, so I attended the Dubai Run, and it was a pretty cool experience, but I was just knackered after that. And other than that, it was pretty chill. Had a really chill weekend, and back to work, back here now in the studio.
Which is, by the way, Baltic.
Yeah.
To anyone who's not sitting in here, I am so cold. Can we also, for a second, just take a moment to appreciate my glitter pants?
Yeah.
Which I've gotten so much shit for the whole day. So I didn't realize when I bought these that So if you can't see it, I thought it was like little rhinestones, right? Turns out to be small dots of individual, like dots of glitter. I think I should have washed them before I wore them.
Do you not wash your clothes before you use them?
Not these ones. I just put them on.
You know you should always wash your clothes before you use them.
I didn't with
like
these.
when you buy.
Underwear, obviously, I would always wash because, but these, I literally just pulled them on because I was like, I was a bit late this morning, wasn't I? It's Monday, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put them on. I didn't realize how much they
shed
before I got out of my car. And you know how I love glitter on my car, but now it's like inside and outside. Honestly, I feel like a fairy today.
But they're very nice. They're very
Such an
nice.
asshole.
No, it's very you. And it's
you such an asshole. Oh, just say it as it is. You fucking think they're horrendous.
No, I don't. I think they're very different.
Bro,
I can't say.
Pull it back in. Pull it back in.
I like them on you. Probably not on myself.
Just stop. Like, just stop. You should have just stopped after the first comment.
It's nice.
Right.
Anyways, cool. All right. So we put it on our Instagram where we told our followers on Instagram that they can ask or tell us assumptions or thoughts about living in Dubai. So let's just go through some of them and, give some answers.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the assumption is classic. Everything in Dubai is expensive.
Yeah. It depends. Because I'd say coming from Denmark, it's not that much of it. I would say alcohol is expensive here. Which is obviously a little bit different in Denmark. It's still expensive back home, but not as much as it is here.
Let's talk about like rent, for example. How is renting apartments compared to Denmark?
I haven't rented for first of all, I've been here for 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. And then back home, I was staying in an apartment that I owned. But I will say, I think that is a little more expensive out here. Copenhagen in general is quite expensive, so I'm not too sure how much of a difference there is. But as far as I can guess, I think it's quite similar.
Another thing I think is worth mentioning is actually that for me, Dubai is expensive, but like you said, because we are from, I guess, the Nordics, I would say it's not with everything. For example, taxis here is cheaper than back home. When it comes to groceries, I would say the prices are very similar. I know and I've heard from both friends and family that just buying butter and bread right now in Sweden is really expensive. I would say it's very similar. But yeah, overall, when it comes to the most expensive things, I would say probably shopping, luxury is very expensive here.
Yeah, but also it's, to be honest, normal things like mascara and stuff like that, that's almost double the price here.
And skincare products.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Perfumes and stuff like that. That's, yes, as you said, luxury goods. I was so shocked. I bought a bag and then I found out how much cheaper it was in Copenhagen, and I was like, oh, fun.
Yeah.
Also because we're stupid if we buy stuff like that here, because if we go home and we buy it at home, we then also get the tax rate.
Right.
So
I would also recommend, not recommend, but I would say if you're here in Dubai and you're here for holiday, for example, don't do any luxury shopping unless it's something that you really, really want. You can be, if you're from Europe, you can be smart to buy it there instead. But yeah, expensive it is, but not when it comes to everything.
No. I got a question from a friend of mine as well that was like, what are the best things? Like anything from food, supermarket, bars. Like what are your favorite things? Like why would you stay there?
Ooh, good question. I think this question is very personal from each individual. I can say for me, I know a lot of people come to Dubai and they really enjoy the party life, like the nightlife, because in Dubai, you'll find clubs and bars everywhere. And there are plenty, especially like beach clubs, nightclubs, even like shisha bars, etc. What I really like about Dubai that I know I don't find back home is, for example, treatments such as massages. To do that here is quite cheap if you compare it to back home. And it's very good. And it's a luxury I like to treat myself once in a while that I wouldn't do when I was living in Sweden. Another thing that I think is also very good is obviously making money and connections here. It's very different. I feel like that type of networking is not possible to do at home on this level. And I think something else is obviously the weather. Like, why would I stay here? Because except for when it's like really boiling and you want to cry, but the summer here is it's too much. But like now it's perfect. Like I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are like my personal, I guess, reasons. What are yours?
Why would I stay here? Like you summed up pretty much a lot of them. The weather, definitely the weather, especially now. But again, like the networking, the opportunities out here, and then the international spectrum of it.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't speak today, but the international vibe, like I like that. I think I've missed that a little bit when you are at home. It's not like you could go out and meet people from all over the world, but you actually just don't do it because you're at home. You've got your own friends, you've got your own friendship group. Like why would you go to a hostel or something to sit with people from another place? Do you know what I mean? Like that's the only thing I could think of right then. That's how you meet people from all over the place. No, because back home I didn't work in an international workplace, so it's just nice.
Yeah. And also to answer her question, what are the best things to do here, would you say? I love the beach clubs because back home we don't have beach clubs. The beach clubs for me are top tier.
Yeah.
Like say you're off on a Monday and everyone else is working, what would you do if you were back home? Here you can relax by going to the beach club, chill, just, soak in the sun and just, I don't know, read a book or just...
I mean, every weekend can feel like a holiday here, right?
Yeah.
So that's like the absolute win.
Yeah.
So every time it's a weekend, you feel like you can go on holiday. You can book a staycation, or you can go to a beach club, or you can go to a beach party or whatever. Go on a yacht. Like you wouldn't do that back home.
Yeah.
And that's just a regular weekend. Do you know what I mean? So in that sense, yeah, it feels like a holiday, even though it's not.
Nice. All right, next question. Ooh, this question is fun. Is dating in Dubai really that horrible? I think you should answer this one.
From a personal experience, I would say yes, but then I got told off the other day. It was like, you only go out with dickheads, so that's your own fault. Personally, I've taken a break because I just can't deal with these apps and I can't deal with these people. And it's weird because when you meet people, it's not like, oh, hi, I'm this, and this. Like I'm kind, I'm thoughtful, I'm all of this. It's more like, I make this much money. I can take you to this restaurant where you're probably taking 8 million other girls. And like, it's just so not personal.
It's very, what's the word for it?
On the other hand, I am such a bitch. So it's like, I don't know what I want out of dating. So I don't do it much. I think you can. The thing is about dating in Dubai, right? Like you can literally do it however you want to do it. So, for instance, I've got a friend. No, he's not a friend anymore. Like I know a girl, and she came to Dubai and she wanted to experience everything, right? She wanted to go to the most expensive restaurants and blah blah blah. So what she would do is, this is a tip, right? If you just want a little bit of fun but you don't want to commit to anything, then Dubai is probably the best place to do it and get some experiences. So what she did is she made a list of the restaurants that she wanted to go to. And then whenever she matched with a guy, she would literally send this list to these men and be like, the ones that's not ticked off, you can take me. And then she'd go there and she'd get a picture taken for Instagram so she could look hot for the next dude. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was mad. And I was amazed, but also horrified at the same time. Do you know what I mean? And
but
then
at the same time,
I'm
taking
like,
notes.
She's getting a lot out of it. And then I don't know what I'm doing. Like this guy, he told me that he was on a date with this girl and she was used to getting Chanel bags and all of this. And then I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong? Because I just get like the weird people with no money and drama. That's what I get. But
would you say you can find true love here?
I bet you can. And I think it's all about your mindset, in it. Like it's also where do you go and like what type of people are you hanging around? Because I think you become who you hang around in a sense.
Mm-hmm. But I know people who met their I guess part like I know people who met the love of their life here. I can consider myself one of them, and it was very unexpected. So I wouldn't say it's impossible. So every time somebody tells me like a horrific dating story, especially here in Dubai, I obviously cannot relate. But I also like you say, like how did you end up there? Because yeah, I guess you can. You can protect yourself from getting into certain situations, but also, be aware who you're putting yourself out there for.
But this is a hard thing, right? Because if you meet people on a dating app, it's hard to know who they are before you actually meet up with them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get a glimpse of whoever's on the screen, but you don't know.
Right.
Someone asked me where you can get the best shawarma. Do you know? Because I don't. I haven't found the place yet.
I actually don't eat shawarma, so I don't know either.
Well,
if anyone knows,
that's it for my side.
I have a very interesting question. Mm-hmm. Somebody asked, I could be wrong, so I would love to be corrected. If so, being LGBTQIA+ is not possible in Dubai.
Interesting. That's not true. First of all, I know a lot of them here that's had no problem. I feel like another girl I know from back home. She was like, yeah, but you can't be this, and this in Dubai.
What's
and
this, and this?
LBQRT, CDEFG. I can't remember all the letters. I'm very sorry if I'm offending anyone, but I just can't. Plus. What do you actually say? LGBT plus.
LGBTQIA.
What does that stand for?
Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, queer, IA.
IA. What is that?
I'm not sure about the last one, and I'm sorry if this offends anyone, but basically to answer the question is that...
No, I want to hear what the A is about.
Okay, but I don't know. Okay, let me search it up. LGBTQ
I've never heard the A.
IA plus. Okay. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex, queer, questioning, asexual.
Ah, of course, asexual. You can definitely be asexual out here.
The question was, what are assumptions or questions that you have about Dubai? So this would be one of the assumptions. So how would you respond to that?
I feel like it's important to note that it's not legal to show affection outside.
But is that not for everybody? Not just for
No, for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I was stood near the Burj Khalifa with my ex-boyfriend, and we literally, like, so you know when you stood there and you're holding onto the... Oh, I forget all the words today. The fucking fence. I was holding onto the fence, and he was stood behind me, just like with his arms around me, right? And then the security guard just came over and was like, "You better
separate."
That's disgusting. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we were too close to each other. So we got told off. And that was a bit weird. But then we were like, oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Like, that's how it is. But then you see two men, like Indian men, holding each other's hands. Because that's apparently normal. But I've never seen that before. You know, like...
But it's very normal here that...
Here,
like,
yeah, it is.
Like Arab men, Indian men, hold hands when they walk around in malls. So to answer the question, I don't think it's impossible. I think when it comes to everybody, and maybe, unfortunately, for some... it might be harder, but it's not impossible. Another one is, what's the biggest thing you miss living in Dubai?
My family.
Makes sense.
My friends. I don't have like a special dish or something like that I miss because who cares? I actually don't have anything in particular that I miss other than my family and my friends.
Okay. I can say I miss the what can I say? I miss that you can't walk around here, because back in Sweden, especially in Stockholm and where I'm from in Helsingborg, you can basically walk anywhere, and I love walking, especially when it's like, you know, cold outside, you know, you can go for a walk with your friends and or whatever. I just miss you having the option of walking anywhere to the city, and you know,
the fresh air maybe.
Yeah, but also like I'm that friend who will say, "Oh, let's just walk there." So I miss that, and I also miss like the simple things, like you say, fresh air. I also miss certain grocery stuff that we have back home. But it's not to the point where, oh, I want to move back home. Do you know what I mean?
For groceries, no.
No, but there are certain things that I really, really miss. Like, yeah. But anyways, not to the extent where I would say I'm going to move back home, except for, you know, my friends and my family. Even for them, I wouldn't move back home. Like, I would move them here, but I wouldn't move back home.
Yeah, makes sense.
Next question is, how did your personal view or experience of Dubai change living here rather than visiting?
Honest to God, I didn't know much about Dubai before I left. When I came here, I was just like, this is cool. This is actually super, super cool.
What would you say have changed? Because obviously when you first come here on holiday and then when you're living here now, obviously there are things that are changing. So what would you say are the major things that you go from being a tourist to being a resident?
Patience.
In what way?
You get less. You get less patience for the most ridiculous things. But also, it's like you kind of forget how spoiled you are out here as well.
I think a good example, this I feel like a lot of people can relate to. So before I came here as a resident, so when I first came as a tourist, we went to the grocery store and people here pack your groceries for you. And I was like, oh my God, you don't have to do that. Or I remember even coming to the hotel and the people in the lobby came out whilst we were getting out of the cab and they were like, oh, let me take your luggage for you. And I was like, no, I can do it myself. It's a very Swedish mentality, like, I can do it myself. And I was like, no, don't do it. It's okay. And then they were like, no, madam, I'll do it for you. And it's very unusual for me. And then, like I said, the people packing your groceries was also like, oh my God, you don't have to do it. It's okay. And then I tried to help them packing my groceries, you know? So after a while now living here, I'll be like,
You just do it.
are you not gonna pack my groceries? I wouldn't go to that extent. Let me put it this way. If I buy heavy stuff and I have to check out, I need to find a till where I see that somebody's packing the groceries.
Yeah. I just order it to my house.
That's also something you order. I mean, you can also order groceries back home, but like you get lazier, I would say.
Oh, 100%. I never cooked. I've cooked 3 times. I've been here 3 years.
Because it's easier to order food.
Yeah. And also because I can't cook.
This is a great example. People here put petrol in for you. You don't do it yourself. You don't even get out of your car. You don't do anything.
Yeah.
I actually wonder if people here know how to put petrol.
I don't think they do. And I would say, yeah, my friend, she's from Belgium. And then she's been here a few years. She moved back. And then she's in the supermarket. She bought whatever groceries. And then, you know, like how it just runs down to the one side. And she was just stood there, just looking at that woman. And the woman just looked at her going, you gonna pack your shit and go? Like, she's like, oh, she completely forgot that she had to do it herself.
Yeah.
So when you've been away, like even when I go back home and I drive into the gas station, I'm like, oh, I have to do this myself. And then you get completely nervous because you're like, how is it?
I want to bring up something that I thought was quite funny. So one of my first, I guess, switch, something that's very new, very Dubai, that I got to experience was in Sweden. I haven't experienced valet parking in Sweden. And I remember when we went out for a Christmas dinner last year, and during that time, I've only lived here for like 2 months. But I never drove before. And on that particular day, on our Christmas dinner, I drove to the Palm. And it was valet parking. And obviously, I'm not used to it. Okay, number one, when I got to the entrance, I get out the car. I pull out the car keys. And then I'm like, okay, thanks. He's like, ma'am, I need your car key. I was like, why? And he was like, to park the car in the valet. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Give him the keys. And then we go for dinner. Once we're finished, we are obviously going to go home, waiting for the valet. And then I'm stood there chatting with you, Nat, Jay, and just like, talking. And then all of a sudden, like in the corner of my eye, I see my car, like they're pulling up with the car. And I never experienced like what's going to happen. So in my mind, I think, oh my God, if I don't run as soon as they come, I don't know what's going to happen. They're going to take the car or something bad is going to happen. So we stood there and talking, and all of a sudden I just go, okay, bye guys. Because I see the car.
Mid-sentence.
And I just go,
okay, bye.
Yeah. Jump into the car and like starting it, run off.
I was like, that was quick. She needed to go now.
But I didn't like
ASAP.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that, okay, it's her first time. She's not used to this.
No, 100%. 100%.
Okay, sorry. Few more questions, please, before we move on. One is, everyone is looking for a rich sheikh to marry.
Facts.
Is that true?
The amount of people that I've met, like, where they started off going, they had a vision, they want to do this, this, and this, and then they're here for like 1.5, 2 years. They're like, nah, I might just marry for money.
Yeah.
Like, this is too much work, and this is too hard, and blah, blah, blah. I can't lie. I've said that once or twice myself because
I think everyone
done.
has.
I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm ready to marry.
One more question. Okay. Somebody asked, is it true? Somebody asked. Oh my God, who would ask this?
I don't know. What's the question? You lead me on.
Is it true that you can't be homeless in
It is true, though. I've been that a few times myself. But it is true. There's no homeless people on the streets here. Why are you laughing? Absolute crazy. So mean. But yeah, it's true. You can't.
I'm sorry. Oh, I thought that was really funny.
Did you not know this?
No. I didn't know that.
Because obviously you have to be linked to a visa.
Yeah, true.
So I guess you can be homeless. What a shit question. Who wrote that?
No, but it makes sense. Like, you can't be homeless because you have to have a visa to live here.
Well, you have to work. You can't be homeless.
Yeah, but also
I've been homeless before. I have.
What?
Yeah. I got kicked out, didn't I?
From your own house? From your parents' house?
Not my parents' house. When I was here.
Oh.
So I was homeless. But then I had to move in with some friends. Yeah.
No, but also it's illegal to beg here in Dubai.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So if you ever see somebody beg...
Tell me to stop.
What?
That took you so long, bro.
Oh my God. Sorry. I just think we're very tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's illegal to beg. It's illegal to beg here.
It is,
So
yeah.
if you see Meliva on the streets, begging,
Time to go home. It's time to go home. Yeah, that's true.
Right. Okay, cool. So, oh yeah, one more. Sorry. One more. Another assumption that somebody said is people are very superficial.
Again, it depends on who you hang out with. But facts. Like, if this is the place where you dress to impress, right? Like, you always put your best side first or whatever. That makes no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, hon?
Okay, let's put it this way. I would say that here, a lot of people, I guess, because you never really know who you bump into, I guess you care more about appearance.
Yeah.
Correct. But being superficial, I would say, depends.
This is the thing, though. Like, people come here and then they become, like, their job title, right? So if you don't have, like, a good job or something like that, people are very easily going to be looked down upon, right? So Wait, do you say down upon?
I don't know.
Bro, is that not weird? You say down upon. That's so contradicting, yeah.
That was some of the assumptions and the questions that people had. Obviously, maybe me and Meliva are not the best people to give the answers to that. But again, everybody have different experience. But I would say it's very generic.
Moving on. Not long ago, we did some yay and nays. And I think we should do something similar.
Okay.
Maybe would you rather, maybe a bit of yay and nay mixed in there.
Okay.
So let's just have some.
All right. You're gonna ask me some.
I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Okay. Cool.
Would you rather? Okay, this is gonna sound weird. The first thing that comes to my mind. The first thing that came to my mind, yeah, was right. Would you rather have a penis as a nose or as fingers? That was the first thing that came to my mind. I am broken.
Okay.
But please answer.
If I had to choose, I would say a nose.
Would you choose a nose? Would ya?
Actually, okay, so this is how my mind works. If I had penis as fingers, I'm gonna
Yeah. That's so traumatic.
I'm gonna have 10 penises on my hand. And imagine if they are hard, what am I gonna
What
do
if
with
they're
that?
not hard?
That's fine.
I'm
But
actually
I
crying.
can't. I'm not gonna have 10. Like one is enough. I think that's enough. But it's gonna.
I can just picture it. This is my problem right now. Disgusting.
Okay. I go with the nose. Actually, no. Let me answer it. I'm gonna go with the fingers, and then I'll put gloves over it.
Right.
I'll cover it.
Right.
Wrap it up.
Okay, fair enough. Would you rather would you rather do a bungee jump or a skydive?
Skydive.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like bungee jumping is more risky.
Oh, because jumping out of a plane is not risky at all.
I don't know. I don't know. The rope thing I don't know.
It's not for you, is it? Rope things. It's not for you.
I'd rather just, you know.
Yeah. Would you rather get stung by 20 bees or 200 mosquitoes?
I feel like both are gonna pain.
Yeah, so which one would you rather?
200 mosquitoes or 20 mosquitoes?
200.
200 mosquitoes or 20 bees? I'll say 200 mosquitoes.
Yeah?
I think so. Because I don't really feel the mosquito bites whilst it's happening.
Bro, do you know what you look like after you've been bitten by a mosquito? You look like a pizza.
But it's probably gonna be the same if I'm getting stung by a bee.
Yeah, facts.
I have one for you.
Right.
Would you rather have a tape leaked or nudes?
A tape leaked where? And what's on that tape?
You know.
So a sex tape leaked?
Yeah. Would you rather have a...
Or nude?
Okay, let me ask that question again.
Yeah,
Would you
please.
rather have a sex tape leaked or your nudes leaked?
Nudes. Like 100%. You mad? No thanks. What would you pick?
I don't know. I would probably say the same. The tape would be quite extreme.
Oh, it'd be the worst.
But then look at Kim Kardashian.
But still, I'm not Kim Kardashian. Do you know what I mean? Fam, let's just not go there.
Right, okay. Would you rather be in jail for 1 year or never go outside and sit in quarantine for 2 years? Sorry, that
Wait, what?
that's like exactly the same question.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I feel like our heads are so tired now.
Honestly.
Wait,
Look,
hold
we've
on.
got 1 minute left anyways.
I have one for you.
All right.
Would you rather have one boob bigger than the other or one butt cheek bigger than the other?
One butt cheek, I think.
So when you sit, you're gonna sit very unevenly.
I sit like that already. That'd be more comfortable, I think, in a way. No?
No.
Anyways, I think that was enough for today, don't you think?
All right. So before we wrap up, I don't know if you can see my pretty bracelet here. If you guys are interested to get one, this was made by a girl here in Dubai. She's Palestinian herself, and I've actually got loads of compliments for it. And I have some friends actually back home who asked me to order them a few. So if you're in Dubai and you want to get one, you can support a local business, then definitely I would recommend her. I'm going to put her Instagram here. And yeah, as always, I'm still gonna put Instagram accounts of people that you can follow if you want to keep up with the news of what's happening in Gaza, because at the end of the day, I believe that many of us will still see this everywhere. We're not going to turn a blind eye for it just because time is moving on. But yeah. You can find that in our description. And thank you guys for watching. We hope to see you guys next week. Bye.